Hey everybody, this is Sue Craig, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States, and today I want to show you a multi-panel card. And this is what we're going to be making today. It's pretty easy. Let's get to it. You're going to need, for your card base, you're going to need a piece of paper that is 5.5 by 11. Look at the measurement here. It's not 4 1/4, the one we usually use. It's 5.5 by 11. You're going to score this at 1 1/4, 4 inches, 6 3/4 of an inch. You're going to need designer paper, and this is the butterfly Bijou. This is the butterfly designer paper. You need 2 pieces of this, and they each are 1 inch by 5 1/4. You're going to need 2 butterflies. What I did for these is I cut out white, and then I cut out the detail die on this butterfly paper. The original card has one of the designer paper butterflies and one of these detailed ones. For your sentiment, you need a piece of paper, and I used white, 1 1/4 by 2 3/4. You need a piece of cardstock, and I used white. If you were to use a different color like vanilla, you would use vanilla. 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. A piece of designer paper. Now it's different than this one. I want it to stand out. Okay, and it's 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. And the last piece of designer paper is 4 by 5 1/4. So let me show you how we get started here. You can see that I already have the card base scored. So now what I'm going to do is use my bone folder, and I'm going to fold on these. And the first one I'm going to do, I'm going to fold this back. And then it'll be just kind of like an accordion fold. The next one will fold down. And if you're used to the mountain valley things, the first one is folded like a valley, the next one like a mountain, and the last one like a valley. Alright, so we're going to take our bone folder and we're going to make sure that we have these pressed down, so it'll make it easier for us when we're working on adding the paper to this. It really goes together quickly. You could cut multiple card bases and use different designer papers and have a bunch of cards rather quickly. Alright, here are our panels. What we're going to do, since this one's on top, is we'll take our 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece, and we're going to put some adhesive on the back. And this will go on the last panel. Alright. The next one is the one that's very different, and I'm going to put it, let me show you this card. I'm going to put it next to our smallest one. So let's put some adhesive on this. Maybe. This is the fast fuse. I still have some I'm trying to use up, and sometimes it doesn't work well. It gets stuck. Alright, so this butterfly piece is going to go on right here. Okay. This is the same size, and this is going to go on this panel. And the last ones we have are these two. So we're going to put these on. And if you have a designer paper that goes a certain way, make sure that you have them going the same way. So we're going to put some adhesive on this. And we're going to be doing we're going to put the panel on the front. And we're going to open it up. There we go. So now we have our card decorated. And again, this is going to be for our sentiment or to write in. Next, what you're going to do is add your butterflies. And you want to make sure that they're not added to this first piece here, that they're going to be added to this piece that is different from all the rest of them. And you can, you know, aim them however you want. You can also fold them a little bit. You can also add Coastal to these. I could have colored underneath this butterfly that's detailed. I could have used cardstock behind it, but I wanted to leave it white so it would not take away from the rest of the card. But you can use Coastal on that and it'll look really pretty. And then you can put those where you'd like. Now I will tell you, when you go to use this piece here, you want to make sure that your sentiment piece is on this second fold of your card. You don't want it on this. You don't want it on this one, and you don't want it attached to the bottom because this is going to pull out. So you want to make sure that your sentiment is on this layer. Okay. So I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back here. Oh my goodness. I think I'll put him down here because he's a little darker. And then I'll take this one, put it up closer to the top. Okay, the last thing that I would do then is to take my sentiment strip and add my sentiment. I'm going to take my Bermuda Bay ink and my sentiment, which is from Hello Dear Friend, and that's a kit in the catalog. I'm going to stamp this. And we'll put some all right, remember I said we're going to attach it to this middle part, and I may end up cutting this down. And there's my card. I can stamp a sentiment here on the white if I want, or for now I'm just going to leave it so I can write a note. I hope you liked this card, and I hope you give it a try. And thanks for watching.